Yup, just getting back to the crib from that gym. Y'all know how I do. 16-hour shift from the prison yard straight to the weight yard. We still on the grind. We still hustling. Quick correctional officer video for my corrections family. If you new to my channel, if you just finding one of my correctional officer videos, man, I got over 100 videos talking about corrections, working as a correctional officer, going through the hiring process, the academy, what to expect your first day, what's the job like day to day. I got all kind of videos, man, so make sure you check out my playlist. If you've been rocking with me for a minute, you know I've made a few videos talking about the overtime, how much overtime pay that's available. You know, there's officers, their rookie year at my prison that's making over 6 figures their first year, man, working overtime, you know. So I want to get on here though, man, and I want to reiterate the importance of being strategic with the money. Once you start getting in there, if you're a rookie and you see all this overtime, your eyes light up, man, you see dollar signs, man, I want you to be smart with the money, man. You have to have a plan for the money. You don't want to be one of these people that's out here that makes a lot of money, but they still live paycheck to paycheck because they don't know what to do with the money, or lifestyle inflation creeps up on them. They're trying to keep up with the Joneses. They trying to impress people, and it's like they spend all their money on these things. They got an $800 car payment. They got the biggest house they can afford and wonder why they ain't got no money, man. Nah, we want to move strategic with the money. We want to be smart. So in the end, we going to win. You feel me, man? So let's get right into the video, man. These are some things that I want you to be doing with all that overtime money that you banking. I want you to be working on getting out of debt. That should be your number one priority right there, man. If you got credit card debt, you got student loans, car payments, man, and you working all these extra hours, man, you should be damn near doubling and tripling up on your payments, man, so you can get out the red. You want to get out of owing other people as quickly as possible so you could take full advantage of all the overtime money that's coming in. It makes no sense if you bringing in all this loot, but you got to shell out $1,000, $2,000 every month on the loans. You feel me? So, like I say, work as fast as you can to clear all that debt out of your name. Credit card debt should be your priority. You know, the interest rates on credit cards these days are sky high, you know, 20, 30%. So that should be your number one priority. Like I said, if you fresh on the job, you fresh out of college, you got student loans, you know, you got your monthly payment. They saying you got to send in $150, $200. You working all these extra hours, send in $250, $300, $400, $500. Get that shit out the way. Let's get it out the way. You got your car payment. Boom, knock that out the way. When I paid off my first car, I didn't run out and just buy another car. I waited almost 2 years before I went and bought another car. I enjoyed not having a car payment, and that money I was sending in on my car, you know, I took that and it was investing it. I was saving it, banking it up, babe. That's what you want to be doing with your money. Get out of debt, man. This is the next thing, man. Once you start getting out of debt, let's start building us up an emergency fund, because you know, as well as I know, life happens. And when life happens, it happens quick. I just had an incident the other day, man. I went to work. You know, I got relieved from my first shift in the morning, went out to my car. I had a flat tire. I said, God damn, it's always something, man. So I had to catch a lift to the house, get my other car, drive back up there with my tire pump, you know, inflate my tire. And I had to drive my car back, and I caught another lift up to the job. I tried to hit one of my homies up. Everybody was busy, but it is what it is. It worked out in the end. I had to get a new tire. You know what I'm saying? Stuff happens all the time. You just don't know when life is going to hit you. So that's why you need to be building you up an emergency fund. And this money that you building up, that's just for emergency. When things out the ordinary arise, you catch a flat tire, the car break down, the hot water tank in the house break down, stuff like that, man. You got to catch an emergency flight because you got a family emergency. That's what that money is there for. And you want to try to put as much as you can into that, man. You though save $100, $200 out of every check. Put it in that, man, and don't touch it. It's just for emergencies, man. Act like it don't even exist. That way, when things come up, man, you don't have to whip out your credit card. You can just grab that stash. Boom, I'll pay for it with that. Okay, I depleted my emergency fund. Now let's get back on the grind and replenish my emergency fund for the next emergency that arises, the next unfortunate life event that occurs. You know, this is the next thing, man. all that overtime money you making, man, you need to be putting as much as you can into your retirement account with your employer, man. This is outside of corrections. Even if you don't work in corrections, any job, man, try to put, I tell the rookies, man, when they come in the door, try to put 15, 20%. You can go even a step further, put 25, 30, 40%, as much as you can afford to put into your retirement account. Because this is the thing when you work in corrections, right? You know, a lot of us, we have what's called law enforcement retirement. So we could work 20 years or maybe 25 or 30 years, and then we're eligible to retire. The average retirement age in the U.S. is like 65. So a lot of us will be well under that retirement age. So we're going to have more money to bridge that gap. You know, you may get a pension, you may not get a pension, man, but you don't want to take that chance, you know, having to rely on Social Security or having that deep down regret that you didn't save enough for your retirement, man. So out the gate, put as much money as you can into it, man. If you've been working in corrections already and you've been slacking on the retirement contributions, it's time to bump it up, man. You pick up some extra hours if you can, and let's bump it up, man. I put 20% in my retirement account, man, and I try to increase it as much as possible. Usually when I get a pay raise every year, I'll bump mine up some more. So we got a 2% pay raise this year, 2025. I bumped it up 2%. I just keep going, man. That little bit adds up over time as well, man. Put as much as you can in your retirement. Don't touch it. It's not your piggy bank. It's not something you pull from to go buy a new car, to take the family on a vacation. This is for your years when you're not working, man. You got to think the long run, the years and your life after your career in corrections, man. That's how you got to think. We thinking long term. We playing the long game. This is the next thing, man. We're going to take it a step further when it comes to investing and saving, man. We're going to open us up an outside brokerage account or investment account, and we're going to buy stocks with that. We're going to buy crypto. That's what I be on, man. I'll be buying stocks, man. You know, a lot of that overtime money I'm banking at my prison, you know, I'll be working down 4 doubles a week, right? My checks these days, after they take out taxes, retirement, health insurance, or whatever else I got coming out, I'll be still bringing home down $4,000 to $4,500 every 2 weeks. That's after I work the overtime and after they take everything out. So that's a lot of money. My bills are fairly low. I keep my expenses low. Like I said, I don't go above my means. I don't try to impress people. I don't try to keep up with the Jones. I'm in the business of trying to eliminate bills. If I pay something off or my bills go down, I don't want to go out and create a new bill. Now I'm right back at square one. Nah, I want to take that money and I want to dump it in my investments. I want to dump it in my retirement. And if you interested in trying to figure out, you know, what stocks to buy, the easiest way I tell people, man, if you don't want to do the guessing of what stocks to pick, man, you can buy you an ETF. Look up Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab. These are big mutual fund companies that invest trillions of dollars, and it's similar to your retirement account. You know, when you buy, you invest in your retirement account at work, they have a basket of stocks that they buy. That's what the outside brokerages do too, as well, outside of your employer's retirement account plan, you know. So like I say, you could do Vanguard. They got good ones, ETF, and you will buy all the stocks. You ain't got to do all the guessing of what stocks to pick. You know me, I buy individual stocks. That's my personal preference. I've been buying stocks and in the stock market since I was in high school. So, you know, I know what I'm doing. You know, I buy a lot of NVIDIA. I've been buying Palantir a lot, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. I buy the big tech stocks, and I buy some up-and-coming AI stocks. That's the majority of my personal brokerage account. And I like to do it like that because once you pick individual stocks, you have the potential to make more return on your investment. So like I said, always do your homework. Always study the market and make sure you know what you're doing before you just jump into it, man. You know, me, I had to teach myself. I had a math teacher in high school who was in the stock market a lot, and he taught me a lot of the stuff. I read a lot of books on it. So like I said, I've been investing for years. You know what I'm saying? My portfolio outside of work is just as much as my retirement account. This is the next thing, man. We don't need to let that lifestyle inflation creep up on us. You getting all this money now. You like, damn, boy, my checks the damn doubled, man. I was just broke as hell in college, or I was working, at, I don't know, McDonald's or doing Lyft, Uber. Now I'm working in the prison system, all this overtime, running it up. Checks the damn triple, man. I'm seeing all this paper, man. Shit. I'm finna go out. I'm finna sell my whip out there, my damn 1992 Corolla. I'm finna go get me a goddamn Benz. I'm finna go get the Hellcat Charger. I'm finna go get laced up with the latest fashion. I'm finna be going out to eat every week. Nah. Let's do the opposite of that, man. Don't let that lifestyle creep up when you got people out here, like I said, they make $100, $200, $300,000 a year, and they still living paycheck to paycheck because they got all these expenses. The goal is to bring in more income that's coming out, man. And like I say, try to keep your expenses low as possible. I'm not saying not to enjoy your life. I'm saying you got to do everything in moderation, man. Stay in your lane. Don't think you damn an NBA all-star now, or you a rapper. You finna go get the grills, get you a chain. You finna go get the latest foreign car, man, because then you're going to be up to your eyeballs, man. That damn expense is going to creep up to your income. And then what's going to happen? Your expenses are going to start to exceed your income. You got more going out than what's coming in. You're going to be in the red every time. You're going to be broke. And then when the overtime slows up, and ain't no overtime because they done hired 20, 30 new officers. The overtime to dried up for like 6 months. Now you panicking. You scrambling. You like, oh, man, ain't no overtime, man. I was basing my lifestyle off the overtime. Don't do that. Never base your lifestyle, your expenses, your monthly bills off of the overtime. You want to base it off your base salary, maybe 1 or 2 overtimes, but you never want to do that. I've seen people do that. And when things like the government shutdown happens for federal employees, or like I say, they hire a whole bunch of new officers and the OT dries up, you see people scrambling. You see people in panic mode, biting their nail. Oh, man, what am I going to do, man? I never live like that because I save a lot of my income that I make from the overtime. I don't just be blowing it and increasing my expenses unnecessarily, man. We thinking strategically. It's chess, not checkers, man. This is the next thing I want you to do, man. Start you a side hustle or some kind of business venture, man. You working overtime, you getting all this extra money, and try to take some of that money and start you a side hustle to make some more money, bring in more money. Me, I started my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel been monetized almost 2 years, so I make money off of that. I got my merchandise line. I make money off of that. I do online fitness coaching. You got to be thinking outside of your 9 to 5. You don't just want to have one income. Let's think of more ideas to generate more income. You may be good. You may have a hobby or something, something that you're passionate about, or a unique skill that you could offer to people and you could sell to people. Let's expand. Let's have more than one income. That's how you got to be thinking as well. This is the next thing. Don't forget to enjoy your life too, man. I'm not saying to be all work and no play, just be penny hoarding. You saving every dollar, man. You goddamn walking around with holes in your clothes. You don't go out to eat. You don't take your vacation. Nah, life is meant to be enjoyed. See, I like to enjoy myself. I still live within my means, but I still take vacations, trips out the country. I go out to eat on the weekends. I buy me a few nice things that I like, man. I like to smoke cigars every now and then, stuff like that, man. It's all about balance. You can't let the scales tip one way or the other. You got to have that balance. You got to play that balancing act, man. You being financially smart with your money, but at the same time, you still able to enjoy life and not deprive yourself. Why work all those hours and slave away, you putting in these extra shifts and you not going to enjoy it? You feel me, man? But everything I said in this video, man, it's been helping me out throughout my whole entire 14 career working in corrections. If you think I'm lying about the income, being able to make over 6 figures working in corrections, go on Google, man. All you got to do is go on Google, right? Type in correctional officers overtime pay, correctional officers 6-figure salary. It's all kind of articles that'll pop up about how we so short staffed. You got officers making more than the warden, making more than the mayor, making over 6 figures, all kind of stuff. You can go look at some of my older videos. You know, I got all kind of people that work in corrections, that's been working in corrections for years. They drop in what facility they work at, how much they made last year. You know, the last 2 years I made last year I made 145,000 with overtime. The year before that, I made 150,000. So the money's there, man. You know, I want you to take advantage of it. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to be smart with it, man. It's about getting ahead in life and not just getting by, because a lot of jobs out here, you know, they don't have opportunities for overtime. You capped at your salary. So let's say you making 70,000 and you just work 40 hours. Even if you come in or you stay later and work, you just get comp time. You don't get paid extra salary. You feel me? When you working in corrections, anything over 40 hours is typically time and a half. If you work the holiday, that's holiday pay. Sometimes there's been times where I worked the holiday and I did overtime. So I got paid 8 hours my regular pay, I got paid 8 hours of overtime pay, and I got paid 8 hours of holiday pay, man, racked up on a damn near, you feel me? That's how much money and opportunity there is, man. All you got to do is get in there and take advantage of it, man, and get to it and be smart about it. You don't want to be on the back end of your career, right? You almost about to retire and you still hustling, you still working all these hours. See, the goal is, right, do it while you young. Working all that overtime, stack them dollars, be smart, and then once you get to the back end, you can slow down. You might be having more money. You got more money than you know what to do with it, man. By then, my damn YouTube channel blew up in 5 or 10 years. So I'm making more money on the YouTube than I am at work. So I can calm down on the overtime and just work my 40 hours, stuff like that. That's how I'm thinking, man. That's what's going on through my head. That's what's going on, the operation behind the scenes picture, man. It's all chess. It ain't checkers, man. We strategizing. We being smart with it, man. And watch what happens, man. You be on the back end of your career chilling. You going to be caked up, man. You going to be on your way out the door. Make sure you take care of your health. Make sure you getting your rest, eating right, all of that too, man. I know I seen some people making comments about correction officers have short lifespan. I honestly, personally don't see it. I know a lot of people that worked at my prison and retired. They in their 60s and 70s. They still kicking. The main thing is, like I said, rest. Get in the gym, work out, eat right, and don't take the job home with you, man. Don't let it eat you up, man. You're going to see stuff working in corrections. You got to let that shit go, man. When I leave and clock out of work and go through that Sally Port, man, I leave work at work. I'm out here living my best life, man. It'll be there when I get back. I'm not in corrections mode 24/7. I don't even really talk about corrections outside of work unless I'm making these videos, man. But yeah, man, be smart with that money. They got it. The paper's there, man. You just got to know what to do with it, man. And if you watch this video, man, and you take everything I told you in here and apply it, man, you on your way to the top, man. I see you at the top. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at the Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at the Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got that merchandise for sale. This is one of my hoodies. Cut the fluff, keep the hustle, man. Cut the fat, cut the unnecessary expenses, and let's hustle. Let's stack this dollars up, man. Let's get right to it, baby. Y'all got any comments, questions, ideas, or topics for future videos? Make sure you drop a comment. I'll be sure to get back with you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.